If you're curious about trading 0 DTE index options, it's justifiable. You can have relatively quick resolutions to the profit or loss on a trade. It's fun to watch, and it gets you in the market. Those are great things. Now, a lot of times you'll see us talking about the SPX, 0 DTE options. Why? Well, we've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing trading for over 30 years, and I just have a habit of looking at the SPX. So the SPX is the full index. It's worth about 73, or priced at $7,400 approximately. And if you go into the 0 DTE options, they're pretty big. Okay, the options themselves, one of these options is $21. And why is that? Well, the reason is that there's a linear relationship between an index, or the underlying price, and the option price. All other things being equal, the higher the underlying price, the greater the price of the option. Very simple. But if I wanted to create an iron condor in here, we talk a lot about market neutral strategies in 0 DTEs, maybe selling the, just for the sake of argument, let's sell the 7300s and buy the 7290s, and go up here and maybe sell the 7440s and buy the 7450s. Okay, so I want you to look at something very carefully about this. It's $2.70 credit, approximately, let's say 280, 275. It's bouncing around a little bit. Max risk is $725. Max profit is about $280. Now, one of the other products that, if you're not ready to risk, let's say $725, some folks will look at the XSP and wonder what the relationship is between the XSP and the SPX. The SPX, or excuse me, the XSP is another S&P 500 cash settled index. It's the mini SPX. It's 1/10 of the size of the SPX. So where the SPX was 7,300 and change, this is now 737, 1/10 of the price. Okay, and the strike prices. Remember, we were seeing 7,400 in the SPX. Well, now these are 740. Okay. Now, what's the SPX Iron Condor that I was looking at? I want you to look at something here. Well, before we do that, notice now the option prices are much smaller. They're not $20. They're $2. Why? Because the index is 1/10 the size. So everything about XSP is just 1/10 the size. If I go back into SPX, and I look at that trade, it was the 7290, 7300, 7440, 7450 for about 285. So let's go back into XSP. It's 0 DTEs, and it would be, that equivalent would be, buying the 729s, selling the 7300s, and selling the 74, did I get that right? 7430s, and buying the 744s. Okay. Oops, do I have that right? Let me double check. SPX. Got to make sure 745. All right. 745. Right here. Oh, wait a second. Remember, the credit for the SPX Iron Condor was about $2.80. What's the credit for the XSP? 1/10 of that, or 28 cents. Remember, the max risk of that SPX Iron Condor was about $725. The max risk of this XSP Iron Condor is $72. Max profit on the SPX It's $28, $280. This is now the 280. This is 1/10, about $28, $29. Again, the bid-ask spreads are switching around. So very simply, the XSP is a good way to begin trading zero DTE options. There's decent liquidity in them. It's not as big as the SPX. The bid-ask spreads are relatively tight, so you can execute trades in here. So if you want to give it a try, if you wanted to say, well, what are these zero DTE index options about without taking a lot of risk, XSP could be your product. Now, what are the downsides? Because there's always downsides. It's not so obvious that you should just trade the XSP. Notice that there are 1 point between strike prices in these options. So to match up the precise price level with a strike price that the SPX has, you'd need half-point strikes. So, for example, the 74.45 strike in the SPX would be the 744.5 1/2 strike in the XSP. It doesn't exist. Okay, so you're not going to fine-tune the strikes theoretically like you can in the SPX. The other point is I can take, if I want to deploy more capital, if I'm willing to take bigger risk, the XSP will give me, the SPX, the SPX will give me that extra risk with one single trade. If I wanted the risk exposure, if I wanted to take $725 of risk in the XSP and get $280 of profit, like I have in the SPX, I need to do 10 of these iron condors. That's 10 times the commission, 10 times the potential slippage. So there are trading reasons why when you want to increase your size or maybe fine-tune the strike prices a little bit to like the equivalent of half-point strikes in the XSP, you need to use the SPX. The SPX is very liquid, and when you build up experience and you're willing to take more risk, the SPX is a great product. But keep in mind that if you just want to do a one lot, if you want to keep your risk really small, and you don't want to, and you're still trying to figure out how these zero DTE strategies work, the XSP is a good way to experiment. Now, none of this is a trade recommendation. Whether or not you trade index options or zero DTEs, that's up to you. And if you do, please do not take any more risk than you are comfortable with.